All right, guys, welcome back. We are on episode 5 now of the SCB podcast. That's crazy to say number 5 already. I'm here with my co-host, Recon, and we are with another super special guest. You guys already know we talked with the one big boy of Breakout. Now we're with number 2, the man himself, Pat Typloosion, baby. How are you doing, brother?
What's good, man? It's good to be here. That's right. Breakout CEO, breakout fighter, breakout champion, regardless of what my former opponents will say. And all across the spectrum, literally and figuratively, it is good to be here. You know, I like this. I like type of stuff like this. You know what I mean? This is why I envisioned back in the day when I was fighting Trey and everything like that, like people making content about the scene and everything like that. So it is good to be here.
Hell yeah, brother. And we'll talk about some of your past fights and stuff, like you said, here in a bit.
Oh, yeah.
And before we get into everything, I just kind of wanted you to tell the people who you are, for maybe people that don't know as much about the scene, maybe getting a little newer into it. Tell the people who you are, what you do, what you stand for, man.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am Pat Typloosion. Y'all know who it is. It's me. I'm 25 years old now. I was about to say 26. I just turned 25.
Happy
last
late
week.
birthday.
Well, thank you. I have been boxing since I was 20. I got on YouTube doing Pokemon nerd type shit, everything. You know what I mean? This was my life. And then, you know, the trials and tribulations in life, ventures and whatnot, I decided to put on the boxing gloves, and my life has changed ever since. I flew out and did a fight with Trey Ingram in 2022, and I created the small creator boxing scene with a couple other people pretty much on accident. And then, of course, plethora of months later, alongside my business partner, Lesra Gomez, we forged the ultimate Breakout Boxing, which is now going on 8 events strong, as well as many other things in the scene, such as Sword 7, this podcast, CQIF, Bloodline, all these things. It has grown into a sub-niche culture, and it has really become the stepping stone to get to the bigger platforms. And we've seen with some of the bigger people in the scene that is the case.
Hell yeah, man. It's so cool seeing what Breakout has turned into, and even the SCB world, what it's turned out to be. So speaking of Breakout, like you said, you're one of the other CEOs. The other one, Lesra Gomez, shout out him. He's a gangster.
Mm-hmm.
As we know, we have Breakout 08, The Fallen Kingdom, March 21st, 2026 in New Jersey. Now, a little birdie told me, which the little birdie being you on your own Twitter, that you're going to be fighting on that card. Can we hear any information about maybe who you're fighting or maybe a hint?
So let me give you a little insight on how Breakout runs. So obviously people know me and Lesra to run the company. Obviously I'm the one that owns Breakout, but I really honestly, even though that Lesra is the COO, we kind of operate the business as we are both CEOs. I work a lot more in the background. I deal a lot more with the financial stuff. I deal with a lot of the more boring business stuff. While Lesra, while he deals with that with me, he is a lot more public facing. So a lot of people would assume that he is the CEO, which I'm not really bothered by because we put a lot of work into the business. So I would not be here in doing the Breakout thing without him, obviously. But we own Breakout. I am the CEO of Breakout. Obviously, this has been something that I've had an inception for a long time, to create events and do events in this space. And it would not be possible without him. So we work as a team. And yes, Breakout 08, not the Fallen Kingdom. We'll get into that. However, yeah, I am going to be fighting on the card. I'll give you guys a little bit of insight for this podcast. I am slated as of right now to be the main event. So I will be main eventing this card, and I will be fighting a big Misfits name, and has been on Misfits. It's been fought on one of the events, and I will not be fighting at middleweight. I will not be fighting at light heavyweight. I'll be fighting at 150 pounds. So I am not going to be fighting in the middleweight division. No, my weight cut started back in October. I've kept it a big secret. I haven't made as much progress as I've wanted to, but I've made the steps and I'm about to see a lot of progress. I've been kind of training since I got back from the Misfits event because I got some insights and intel saying that there's fights that I could be having on brand risk, you know what I mean, from some people, you know, that are around the events and everything like that. And there's some interest for me to fight Liam the Baller. But yeah, I am going to be fighting at 150 pounds. It's kind of exciting for me because it was the way to make the fight happen. But now that it's opened there, we're going to range it out now. Me and Lesnar, we're going to be fighting from 150 to 165 pounds. So not only will we be defending the middleweight belt at some point, I know who I want to defend it against, whether it's a big name or not. I know the fight that I want. We got to teach some motherfuckers a lesson, apparently. But yeah, I'm fighting a name that's been on Misfits. I'm fighting 155 pounders, and I'm going to be main eventing the breakout card on 08 as of right now. I don't know if I can get really away with saying that, but I'm the CEO, so I can do what I want. Not really, but I guarantee
CEO
you that with what I said, Lesnar is my manager. He manages all my fights. He's been managing me since after the Pepper Poppy fight, and we haven't lost a fight since then. So I'm very excited for it. I have not been excited for a fight like this since I won my title. And I'm ecstatic for it. Whether I'm the main event or not, this is the fight that's going to be happening. And if not, I got some backups. So 150 pounds to move. Typloosion is going to be. There's even potential chances, like when I go to Misfits, if I do, I could be fighting at like 145. You know, like fucking Ant Mills weight.
Down at my weight, man.
I'm dropping down permanently. The days of big Typloosion are over, and obviously I've done 2 weight losses already. I've went from like 220 pounds back when I was in high school all the way down to like 190, 180, stayed around there until the Pepper Poppy fight, then dropped down more. Now we're gonna drop down again, and that'll probably be the last time because I don't want to be walking around at 115.
That's awesome,
congrats
man.
on the weight loss, bro.
Yeah, 100%, man. That's awesome hearing you're gonna fight at 150. Like I said, that's my weight. I'm 160 right now. So that's awesome to hear. Main event, that also sounds awesome. I can tell how ecstatic you are fighting main event on your own promotion against a big Misfits name, which I'm excited to hear now. That got me all pumped up. I'm so glad because I'm going to be there live too. I'm going to be at the event. So I'm very excited to watch that live, man. And
I'm very excited for it. And whether or not I'm fighting this person 100%, like even if something were to happen, I'm still going to be fighting on the card and I'm going to be fighting challenging names. You know, there's been a lot of criticism with people saying that I don't take tough challenges when I think the proof is in the pudding that I've been an underdog in a lot of my fights. And now I'm really trying to push the limit and I'm really trying to push myself out of my comfort zone because I really feel like I'm ready for that. So we're 2026 is going to be a big year. I have a good feeling about it. You know, it's been it's going to be a good year. I'm not setting any expectations, but we're there to do big things.
That's awesome, man. That's so awesome to hear. So with you, possibly, as you said, main event and Breakout 08, I wanted to ask your thoughts so far on the card itself with the fights that have already been confirmed or fights that maybe haven't been confirmed that are happening that you know of. I just wanted to hear your thoughts on how the card is building.
The leakers. Stop leaking fights. We've had a lot of people leaking fights. I never thought that it would be a problem with me, but this is going to be a really good card. It's still building itself up. But the names that we have on it, I know are going to be fantastic. I don't want to say too much, but I will say, there is going to be people catching fights from other countries and fighting on Breakout once again. Possibly more than ever before. So it's going to be a big card. It's going to happen. It's going to be big. In March, it's going to be, it's pretty far away now. And there's still a lot of, specific things that we need to do. the breakout team has been on a break for a little bit, but we're about to really get moving like right after this podcast is done. So the team is ready to get back together. Not that we've been separated, but everyone's been kind of handling things when they need to and getting back to where they need to be. And if they aren't, then they're going to at some point. But listen, this is how things work. This is going to be a fantastic season. It's going to be a fantastic breakout buildup. And we have Sword 7 right before then. I'm not fighting on it. But my goal is
card,
to weigh. Yeah, I will be weighing 165 on the scale. It's pretty much a known thing now that from people talking and everything like that, that I was going to back up the Tay fight if Diesel didn't miss, if Diesel missed weight. But I don't think the interest is there. But I still will be making the weight at 165. I will be 165 on the scale when I get to January, if not very close to it, just so I can have that for my personal goal.
Hell yeah, man. I'm so excited for both those cards, the Sword 7 and for Breakout 08. Like I said, I'm going to be there live, dude. I'm so happy that I'm going to be able to go to possibly the biggest SCB card of the year so far.
Breakout's always the biggest, man. Like, we do a good job.
It is. It's big, man.
Thorough.
I'm so excited to be there live. I'm gonna get as much sparring as I can with everybody there. Getting a ton of media shit. I want to help out as much as I can. Just to be there. So I wanted to talk a little bit about you, and not so much as SCB as a whole. You're one of the OGs, brother. Like that. Like
I am the OG.
That thing behind you, man. Like that's old, man. I wasn't even around for that.
Yeah,
how did you originally get in the SCB scene, man? Because you are one of the OGs. I just wanted to hear more.
There was no SCB scene when I started. There was no SCB scene when I started. There wasn't anything.
You built it.
I did the fight with Trey. We'll just do a little story time because I've told the story numerous times. So obviously I wanted to fight. I was doing 100 days of Typloosion, uploading every day. So I'm like, I got to do content. Like, what am I going to do? And I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm going to fight. Like, I'm going to get the gloves back on and everything. Because I did boxing for weight loss. And I've watched all the influencer boxing events. It's just like, fuck it. We're going to throw ourselves in the deep end right now. We're going to do this. We're going to do a fight. So I called my friend at the time, Piggy. His name is Nathan. And he, through passing and us smoking and going through all these crazy adventures when we were kids and everything like that, or teenagers in high school, I wanted to fight him. I wanted to prove myself. So I thought it was going to be a really tough fight. I trained for the fight for 2 weeks. My brother trained me for the fight. My brother Casey, who's 4 years younger than me, who got into boxing before me, trained me for the fight. And I kicked his ass. I fucking whooped him like no man has ever been whooped before. I'm telling you right now, it was the best feeling in the world. So I was like, holy shit, I got to do it again. So I was going to make an event called the Typloosion Box and Barbecue. I was going to have cooking outside my house, and I was going to get a sparring ring, and I was going to fight another bully of mine. So I started going around and challenging all the bullies at my school, messaging them on Facebook. I messaged this guy, Tyler, and that's how I met Jose Rodriguez because apparently they were friends at the time. I met this guy, Riley, this guy named Joe Loria. I offered to pay him $500 to fight, and he wouldn't fight me in my own backyard. So I was like, shit. So I made a video saying I was going to make another event. I'm going to do another event. And who comments on my video? Training Room. He's like, okay, guys, Patrick, I'm a wrestler. I just fought this guy, Real Talk Boxing. We're going to do this fight. We should do this fight like YouTuber versus wrestler. So I'm like, fuck yeah. And I accept the fight right away as soon as I seen the comment. Through months of buildup, Real Talk got put into the equation. He's this really humble, God-loving guy. And he wanted to host the fight because he had a sparring ring in his backyard called Crossover Sparring Camp. So we were going to fight for the belt, the crossover sparring title. Okay. Trey was the champion. I was going to go over there and fight. So yeah, 6 rounds, 6 2-minute rounds, right? I go from 1 round to 6 rounds, and I went to Texas alone. It was the craziest experience of my life. If I didn't do that trip, I probably would be that same person today because there was a lot of people telling me not to go because like they didn't think I was gonna do it. But I did it. I was in Texas alone. I took a 3-hour Uber ride from Dallas to New Boston, maybe 4 hours, like a $200 Uber. And I stayed there alone 4 days in the middle of nowhere to fight this guy. And I remember thinking in my hotel room, like, man, like, I wish I wasn't alone right now. I wish there was like a bunch of people around me and there was like a bunch of other people on the card. Like, I wish it felt like more real. So I fought Trey in the Texas heat for 7 rounds, scheduled for 6, then 7, right? And I was promoting this whole entire fight this whole time on Twitter because everybody was talking about Showstar Boxing, like Misfits didn't exist yet, right? So I'm like, I'm going to do this fight, like fuck waiting for like Showstar, all these big platforms. Like, I don't need you guys. I was able to make YouTube videos and do whatever I wanted for years. I'm going to do it. So when I started doing it, people started to gain interest, and that fight got like 150 people watching like the whole time. And that is what started the SCB scene because Waffle was in the equation already. We were friends. I was already scheduled to fight him before I even went in the ring with him. So I was already scheduled to fight Waffle. And then of course, Dennis and Trey fought at Get Back Boxing. That's how they come into the equation. You know, I joined SCB because of Lesra. He was the one that recruited me to become a CEO. We weren't even friends at the time, right? We then got kicked from the company in January of that next year in 2023, and that's when we made Breakout Boxing. Right after that, so it's a whole trickle down effect. If me and Trey never fought, you guys would not be here.
Yep.
I think about that all the time. Like all these beefs, like AJ Redwood and Little Joey wouldn't even know each other. Like, you guys would have no idea that you guys would even exist, right? No one would have any idea who Waffle is or anything like that. And I'm not saying that as like an egotistical thing. I'm saying, I'm like, what the fuck have I done? All right? For all the good I've caused, I've gotten people knocked out. I've ruined people's lives just by doing that one thing, right? I've changed people's lives for the better. But just as much, I've ruined people's lives. Like, people have gotten knocked out on my promotion. Slapped, slumped. Okay? I gave guards up brain damage. Do you know how I feel? Do you know how bad I feel about that? I got Augustin sent to a wall. That's my fault. All of it is. And obviously, it wouldn't be the same if it was just me, right? It wouldn't. But if I didn't go out of my comfort zone and do that Trey fight initially, then none of this would have ever happened. All of us would have just been fans, and you would have had individual fights here and there, but it wouldn't have been like as free. Like, you wouldn't have had like the opportunity to be like, yeah, I'm just going to go fight on Breakout, you know, or I'm going to go fight on Bloodline Mafia, or I'm going to go to Arizona and fight on GDT, Sword 7, fucking CQY. Like, none of that would have happened if it wasn't for the Trey fight, right? So that's what it all goes back to. Right? I was not the same person before that fight happened. I have not been the same since. You know, I am a fighter now. I understand that's what I was put on earth to be, and I just keep winning. Other than this guy, I just keep winning. So,
other than this guy is crazy.
Other than that guy, seriously.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome hearing the story. You know, we heard Lesra's story a little bit. He's one of the other OGs, and I was excited to hear yours too. And it sounds
that's an important part.
Yeah,
that's a huge piece of it. Like, him coming in, that's from his perspective. All that stuff that I talked about, that's basically everything that happened before then. And then we met each other and created this eventually. Yeah. So I'm very thankful for him. I'm very thankful for the Breakout team. I'm forever in debt to him. Not only does he not do that, he manages my fights and everything like that too. So he's a very good friend of mine, and also my business partner. So very much appreciate him and everybody in the SCB scene. Waffle, Mark, everybody.
I do want to ask you something, Pat.
Yes.
Going back into that moment real quick, when Lesnar hit you up to create Breakout Boxing, was there any doubt? Like, what if this guy doesn't, what if he doesn't go through with it? Or, was there any sort of doubt of making Breakout with Lesnar, since you said you didn't know him? you weren't friends at the time. So was there any
Well,
sort of doubt?
no, we did know each other. See, the thing is that he recruited me, and then to SCB, and I wasn't a very good boss. Like I watched his interview, and I know he wasn't trying to rag me, but I'm like, I was not a good. I didn't take it seriously. I didn't think it was a serious thing. But then I wanted to create my own thing because that's what I wanted to do before any of this ever happened. And then we had talks about it. And then we got kicked from the UK side of SCB because it was like a company that was like between two countries. Didn't make any sense at the time, I guess. But we got kicked disgracefully. Like we felt disrespected. So even though like Lesra saw probably that I had a vision, and even though that we weren't the greatest of friends, like we were cool with each other. But because we did break out, we've become very close friends. Like I know his family, like you know what I mean? Like I love his family. I love that dude. You know what I mean? So same thing with Mark and Waffle and Sean and George, like all those guys. Like I have different relationships with all of them. But obviously, me and Lesnar have been through thick and thin. You know what I mean? There's been moments where I think that we've wanted to rip each other's heads off, and moments where we're just like we're guys. You know what I mean? We're brothers. So that's just how it is. You know what I mean? That's how lifelong friendships are built. And that's kind of what I get out of all this. You know what I mean? So, no, I didn't have any really doubts because I knew what he was fucking doing. But I just, I kind of understood. Like it was just like I actually kind of respected it because I was like, damn, this guy has like every opportunity to like not trust me because I really haven't given a shit. Yeah. But he wants to do this with me, and whether he's like 100% or not, or what his motives were or whatever, I believe deep down that he believed in it. And I believe that, you know, it was just fate. It was just something that was meant to happen. Like me and him were meant to do this. We were meant to become friends and run Breakout together. You know, that's how like all the TV shows start off. Like all the characters at the beginning, they don't really like each other as much. That wasn't really what was going on, but they don't really know each other. They're not on really first name basis, really. And then all of a sudden it grows into something like a lifelong friendship. So yeah.
It was the born of something big. The creation of something big.
Oh, yeah, this whole scene, man, this whole SCB scene, like you said, if it wasn't for you doing that one thing, I wouldn't be here, Recon wouldn't be here, you wouldn't be here where you are right now, and you wouldn't have had all of your fights, which brings me into some of your past fights I wanted to talk about. Yeah. So I currently have your record, let me make sure I have this right, 8-1 with 4 KOs.
Yes.
Awesome. Your last time in the ring, you had the exhibition bout with Waffle Taco Gamer at Sword 7.
No, it was Divine.
Was it Divine?
It was Divine. Divine at 07. Yeah. Come on, Vast. It was at 07.
A lot of people aren't talking about that fight. So it's like, I don't understand why.
Hey, I do my research, everybody. Fuck off. I guess it's not enough. I guess it's not enough.
I have a lot of fights.
He has a lot. Yeah, he's got a lot of fights. He's got some of the most fights in the SCB, so give me a pass, everybody.
I consider my last fight the Jason fight.
Okay.
That's when.
So that's what I was going to bring up too. Fight. Your last fight was the Jason fight on CFL, which was huge, by the way. Yes. Having you on and Lesra on CFL, that was awesome to see, by the way.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then we have the infamous Augustin Siel fight that happened. That fight, I feel like, is your biggest fight, maybe apart from the Jason fight.
It was big because Augustin made his fucking bed and he laid in it. He wanted to take everything from me. He wanted it to be, I'm going to take his company. Like, I'm going to ruin him. Like, everything. My grandfather died, everything. There was a lot of stakes on that fight. There was a lot of pressure on that fight. Like, very personal fight. You know what I mean? And he made it personal. You know, he didn't take it as personal as people could take it. But, yeah, no, like, I watched the interview with you and Augustin as well, and I just think that's just like such a degree of copium that I have never reached in my life. Right? At some point, you just gotta realize I fucking lost. Right? Got my ass whooped for 3 rounds. If I'm Augustin Siel, right? I got my ass whooped for 3 fucking rounds. Oh my god, cut above the eye or not, you were gonna get stopped. He did get stopped. They told us in the dressing room, it's just like, if I see any serious blood, it's getting stopped. Yeah. Right? That cut was not that deep. He did not need that stitches. I'm being serious.
Yeah, you know,
You
he
could put
came
some,
on this show. We talked to him. We got his
yeah.
opinions about that fight. He came out saying that
hmm
he felt pretty compromised during the fight, that he was sick, and all that. And I just
He
wanted to
wouldn't
hear
have
your
said that
opinions
if he
about it.
won. He wouldn't have said that if he won.
Yeah.
I'm in the greatest shape of my life. I'm a knockout Pat. He hasn't hit hard at all. There's a tweet out being like, I was wrong. You won the fight, Pat. He likes to twist the narrative. This is his character. You know what I mean? I know who Augustin truly is. And I know that he lost. I remember the conversation like it was today. At Sword 7, we had a conversation. We had a drink together. And he admitted it to my fucking face. And then a month later, oh, Patrick lost the fight. We're supposed to fight at 07. Was going to go to Ireland, trying to fight Mark and Waffle. Like, instead of fighting me, acting like I'm ducking the fight. Listen, we're not going to spend the whole time on him, but I had to respond to that. Because, listen, he had multiple opportunities to make this fight happen. I wouldn't have fought this Misfits guy.
Yeah.
If he didn't decide to rock off ship and fight Votfly, right? He's making his bet and he fucking laid in it. I didn't tell him to say anything that he said in the build-up with me. I didn't say that I was going to take my company and take over SCB and fucking fail. That's not me. Well, I won. You want to know how I won? You want to know how I know? Hold on, where is it? Oh, that's right. Because I have this, right?
The belt.
And this is something
the champ
that he
himself.
claimed he wanted this belt, but he said he was going to throw this in the fucking garbage, right? But it's not in the trash. Is it? That's what I'm saying. You know, it's just like it. But yeah, no, I don't think that was my biggest fight. I think the Jason fight was my biggest fight. But I think that was my favorite fight. That was my favorite fight because although I respect Augustin, so I like the rivalry we have, but I have serious doubts about us fighting again. I really do, because it's just my trajectory and where I'm going. Right. I know that this next fight is going to be super huge for me. Like, I know it's the biggest fight. I've never been excited for a fight like this in a while. And I will fight Augustin again. That's why I'm opening the door, being like this. If he wants to fight me, next year is the year. Because I'm telling you right now, if it does not happen next year, it's not going to happen at all. I have bigger fish to fry. I have a whole nother division I'm looking at now. Yep. And yeah, I'm looking at Liam the Baller fight. I'm looking at Brand Risk. I'm looking at like Crypto Fight Night. I'm looking at Misfits. That's where I want to go. And I need the fights that are going to put me in that position. And I'm not 100% sure that the Augustin fight does anymore. That's a very personal fight for me. And if I can make the time for it, I will.
Yeah, 100%. I get it. You know, your trajectory is definitely going up. And with this fight that you're talking about, you just keep going, man. You keep going up. You keep going up like the XRP was going up today on Coinbase, man. I got some money off of that.
Crypto, really?
Had to pull the crypto, man. Let me feel good about myself. So, like you said, if you fight him again, it will be next year. How would you say a rematch goes with you guys? Do you think that you would really stop him next time? Because he's saying that he would knock you out in the first round. Do you think you'd put a stamp in it?
I want to tell you guys something. I really want to tell you. And there's a fight Augustin, right? Because I told him straight up, I'm like, if your chance was to beat me, it was on 07. But I don't truly believe that, because I really feel like if I fought him on 07, I would have knocked him out, because I had a dream and it felt so real. It was like almost like it was like I don't know if you guys have heard of precognitive dreams, but like that is like what happened to me. I was walking to the ring. I was wearing bright green shorts. I was wearing like green Adams gloves. I was wearing my bright gold shoes, right? They almost looked real. Like when I saw them, when I took them out of the fucking box, when I saw them, I'm like, these look exactly like how they did in my dream. Like even down to the stitching. Like there's a slight misstitch on the right or the left one. I can go look at it again, but I remembered it. They looked almost a little bit imperfect, right? And it was the first round. The bell started, ding, 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 right? And it started off pretty bad, right? He was piecing my head off, right? He was jabbing me, right? But immediately I walked in. He threw a fucking jab. I rolled under that shit right over the top. Bam. He starts wobbling back. I frame the fuck out, right? I just hit him with the nastiest shot ever. And he just goes like this. fucking falls over. I'm fucking backing up, right? Eddie just fucking jumps right in the middle. He's fucking waving it off. Lesnar jumps in the fucking ring. He's like, Patrick, he's fucking taking me. Do you have any idea what you just fucking did? I'm sitting there. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, oh my God. And he's not waking up. He didn't wake up. I woke up before the dream was over. Like, Waffle, everybody is screaming at me. Like, the whole gym, after they realize he's not waking up, like, the whole gym fucking dead silent. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, what the fuck's going on? And I woke up and I was freaking out. Like, I was like, yo, dude, that felt so fucking real. Like, I had to check my phone and make sure it wasn't real. Like, I was surprised waking up in my own bed. Driving to the venue. Like, in that dream, we were driving to the venue. I remember how the Airbnb looked and everything. It looked exactly how it did at 07. Like, that's how I was like, this was the perfect house. You know what I mean? It was fucking freaky as fuck.
Yeah.
Freaky as fuck. What happened?
You were just freezing up a little bit is all.
Yeah,
but I think it's good
freezing,
now.
yeah.
It might be good.
That's good.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, but it was freaky as fuck. Like, I'm telling you right now, it was scary. That's why I wanted to fight King River, too, because I felt like if I'm getting into a real fight, like, I'm knocking somebody out. That's why, like, when it got canceled and he had the neck injury, that's when I was like, I'm not knocking out of line. Like, this is going to be an exhibition. Like, it's just not meant to be. But maybe that it is for the next fight. Like, maybe my brain is telling me, like, listen, your next fight, you're cold cleaning, motherfuckers. So he should be lucky that I'm not fighting him next.
You know, I love the trying to think of the word. I love the enthusiasm you have, like all the energy you have. And ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to make this known real quick. This isn't an act. You're like that in real life too, and I love that. Like when I talk to you for the first time ever at Sword 7, like you have that energy, and I love that because it just adds so much hype to your name and to the cards, to the fights. And you're a damn good promoter, man.
Well, thank you.
Really?
Thank you. I do what I need to do when I need to do it. If I need to talk trash, I will. If I just need to make some funny promo, I will. But yeah, this is just me. Like, this is who I am. Like, I don't like to hide who I am. I don't really have a personality online or offline. It's just more turned up to 11 when I'm doing promotion and shit like that. Like, that's me. Like, that's who I truly believe I'm deep down heart. So yeah, that's Pat Typloosion. Energetic, loves to fight, and that's why I'm still doing it, and why I believe that I'll be the last one doing it. When this SCB thing is all done, the last fight in SCB will be a Pat Typloosion fight.
Man himself, man, so much energy, and I can see all the confidence. I can hear the confidence coming out of you, hearing you talk and just seeing how you act, man. I love it. So
thank you.
As you know, we have the Sword 7 coming, January 10th, A New Hope. That is one of the most hyped. That's the most Sword 7 hyped up card there has been yet. And then we have the Breakout 08, March 21st. I wanted to hear some of your favorite matchups. You know, we got some, like we mentioned earlier, we got that little Joey AJ fight. It's bad blood fight right there. We got a couple that have been announced so far for Breakout 08. I just wanted to hear maybe your favorite matchups of those cards.
Listen, I'm going to keep it very simple. I'm excited for the Wi-Fi fight.
Who do you think? I was going to ask, who do you think's winning that fight?
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, Wi-Fi. You got stoppage or decision?
Stoppage.
Ooh, okay.
I think Augustin's out of his element on that one. I did the face-to-face today, and I'm very neutral. Like, when I do media and stuff like that, like, I'm cool. But, like, I'm very apparent. It's very obvious on who I want to win. The Grimbus fight, I'm excited for as well. There have been some fights that I don't think are going to be happening anymore. However, they're going to be probably replaced. But for the Breakout 08 card, I think that the most hype fight on the card is going to be the JDM fight. JDM is this JDM fight is going to be big.
Yeah,
like, I think
I've been seeing that promo, man.
Well, listen. All right. You guys have no idea who it is. You guys will be very surprised when it happens. There's been a lot of discussions on who it's going to be. You're going to be very surprised on who it's going to be. Very surprising. I truly 100% believe that. And obviously for the tag team, I'm ready. I really am excited to see Lesnar fight the Wolf because it's a fight that he can just go out there and have fun. I know he has some pressure on himself on that fight, but I'm excited for it. I am very confident in his ability, especially when he dedicates himself to something. There's no limits with him. Yeah, I'm excited for the card overall. I'm doing the production for it. 08's going to be big. We're going to be re-announcing the theme. It's not going to be Zelda themed, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, because I came up with the idea for the new theme. However, I think it's got to be my favorite theme for the breakout events yet. I think it's going to be an all-time favorite for me. I really do. We're bringing a lot of the vibes back. There's going to be a lot of OG characters there. It's going to be very interesting. You know what I mean? We're going to be taking it back to basics. It's going to be something that's we're really excited to do. And I'm really excited because I have fights that I want, like the Ben Davis fight on Misfits. You know what I mean? Like Ben Davis should fight me. He ducked Divine, so he should fight me instead because that's just how it is. You know what I mean? I want to fight Ben Davis. Ben Davis gets slapped by Typloosion. And it's true. He will.
That's a good impersonation.
I want to fight Liam the Baller on Brand Risk. Jordan Galen, Aiden Ross, Cuffham, all the peoples. Let me sign the fucking contract. Give me all his fucking money. This would be the bank robbery of the fucking century, man. Liam the Baller, never a staller, going back to the UK broke. Like a waste, man.
So those bigger organizations, the Brand Risk and Misfits, that's basically what you want, where you want yourself to go. You want to go to those bigger promotions while you're bringing Breakout with you, I'm guessing.
Yes. Oh, yeah, no. Where I go, Breakout goes. Like, if all things go to fruition, right, this could be my last fight on Breakout. Like, it could. You never know. I'm not going to say that it is or not because you never know what's going to happen with the future. But they got to bring CFL back. They got to do a lot. I want to fight on all the promotions. I want to collect the Infinity Stones. You see this? You see my fucked up hand? See how fucked up my hand is? See that wrist? That's so fucked that you see that,
my hand's
right?
fucked up too, man.
Is that 2 bones? 2 bones? Is that 2 bones? I see 2 bones. What the fuck?
Where?
Yeah, right there. 1, 2, yeah.
Do I have that?
Really?
Yeah.
I have that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I have that. Look.
Yeah, look, it's on both. Look. It's on both of them.
I don't. I only have 1. I have 1.
Well, listen.
That's probably me.
That's probably me. It's just, it's just repetitive, injuries and whatnot. But yeah, no, I want those bigger fights. I want the Ben Davis fight. I want all these fights. I want any fight that they're going to give me on a bigger platform. Like, I think I have done the due diligence. I put the time in. I should be the one to represent SCB alongside 2 other names, Lesnar Gomez and Divine Xavier. Those are the people. We're the faction. You know what I mean? We're the NWO of the Misfits scene. We will show up to every American event and cause havoc until we get our contract. We're like Evolution. I'm like Triple H.
Coming to take over.
That brings me good memories, man. Back then, wrestling time.
Are you ready? That's right.
I was. I know you. It was you, Les, and Divine, right? That went to the last.
That's right. The faction
event.
Yep.
How was that? How was going there live, man? Was that surreal? I know you've been on before, but
oh yeah, I try to pop up to any of these events when I can. Like I went to the Jake Paul event at the Creed Royale. I was there for the bomb threat at Misfits. Like I'm always there.
You were at that one?
Crazy yeah, I was.
I didn't even know that, bro. That was crazy. I remember seeing that.
Yeah, no. That just goes to show you like how much I've gotten my name out there, right? Like people at the Misfits 13, like they had really no idea who I was or anything like that. But now I'm going to the Misfits events and like there's people that know my name that are coming up being like, yo, what's up, Pat? And be like, me?
Yeah, you talking to me?
The guy behind me isn't named Patrick, right? Because I swear to God, like that's what my fucking mother named me. So like, if I'm the Patrick you're referring to, you got the right guy.
Hell yeah. So, like you said, you want to move into the Misfits, the brand risks. When you first got that call last year, hey, Pat, you're going to fight on CFL. How was that? Was that like, oh shit, like I'm making it now? Like it's getting real.
I honestly felt like it was long overdue. And that's not even like that's not even on like some non-humble ship. Like I was slated to fight on the third one. They offered me the first one, the second one, but the fourth one, it just felt right because they offered me Liam the Baller, but then he pulled out. So then I pivoted to do the Jason fight. And because I did that, I wasn't able really to defend my title this year and everything like that. So I put everything on the line for that. You know what I mean? Then, of course, right after the fight, I got a concussion. So I went through this whole mental arc, and I really pushed myself through a mental limit in my life. Like, I really feel like I crossed a certain threshold and being like, I'm the same person, but I'm a different person now. Like, I have a lot more intellect and insight after going through these things, after going through that. And I'm able to recognize that I have a lot of wisdom to give, and I have a lot of interesting things that I could offer to the people.
That's awesome, man.
But I'm ready for pretty much anything, whether it's an event, production, cornering somebody, fighting. I'm ready to go.
So with events, we have some pretty big events happening too, besides Breakout Source 7. We got Misfits. The fight before Christmas, December 20th in Dubai with Andrew Tate, Jason Moore headlining. What do you think of that card? That card's huge, man. We got that fight. We have the Dylan Dennis, Anthony Taylor fight. That fight's been years in the making.
Yeah, that's right. I think it's a good card. I'm excited for the Taylor Starling fight. I watched her fights a lot earlier on when I started boxing, so it's cool to see her. Yep. And I don't like Carla Jade that much. I think she sucks. And yeah, hey, sometimes you got to have some haters. Carla Jade, you're looking at him. Okay, I'm one of your haters.
Number one right
but
here.
But yeah, I mean, speaking of Dubai, you know what I mean? People got passports, you know what I mean? Ben Davis, you know what I mean? If you want to fight on the Dubai card, I'll fight you on the Dubai card. You know what I mean? I have no problem having some Dubai chocolate. You know what I mean? Right after I kick your ass. Yeah, that's right. Dubai chocolate, sand, beaches, and Dubai chocolate. That's what Dubai is all about. And apparently Andrew Tate now, because he needs to escape the authorities. But I don't blame him.
Who you got in that fight? Andrew Tate, Chase Demore. Who do you think is going to win that?
Chase Demore. I think Chase Demore is going to wipe him. Yeah, dude, really? Andrew Tate's not that good. No, Andrew Tate's not that good.
He was in a smaller kickboxing promotion. It wasn't like a K1.
Yeah.
It wasn't big.
And Chase Demore's been boxing and fighting people who are way bigger and way more experienced.
Yep.
And you got to think like it's just like kickboxing is not boxing. Boxing is not MMA. You know what I mean? You can incorporate boxing into MMA, but you can't be like, yeah, I'm going to go whoop ass in an MMA fight like I would in a boxing match. You have to be built different. You got to understand that there's levels to sports, and you can't, like, let's say I'm playing, what's a game that I level up in? Like, let's say I'm playing Fortnite, right? Okay. I'm leveling up on Fortnite, right? I'm not about to hop on Halo and be like, yo, I was just level 34 on Fortnite. Why the fuck am I level 1 on Halo? That doesn't even make any sense. It makes a complete sense. They're both shooter games. See that Master
Chief thing behind you, too?
Yeah, of course. I'm a big Halo fan, but
I am too.
You gotta that's hey, you know ball. That's what I'm saying.
We all know ball, man.
I'm going to be
my favorite Halo game. Favorite Halo game.
Favorite Halo game. Halo 3.
Oh, bro, yes, you have to go for that. 100% Halo 3.
Halo Reach is my personal favorite, but if I had to pick one to play for the rest of my life, Halo 3, because Halo 3 is the 100%. Best. I love Halo 3.
Yep.
I think Reach is definitely my favorite. It's got that
Reach
nostalgic
was my
man to me.
First-person shooter game. That was my first-person shooter game
ever.
Now mine was Halo 3 on the 360. Oh, I used to play that shit 24/7.
Vast. I knew I liked you, man. I knew I liked
you. That's what I'm saying, man.
On,
man. Like we all know,
man. I knew I liked you. Come on, bring it in.
Hell yeah, I'll dab you up in a way, brother.
Absolutely.
Maybe.
But yeah, no, you guys got anything more for me?
Xbox. Yeah, I wanted to ask, speaking of a heavyweight fight, we got Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua.
That too.
Listen, man.
I heard Lesnar told me Lesnar's going with like a 3rd, 4th-round KO by Jake Paul dead. This press conference just happened. AJ looks like a freaking berserker next to Jake Paul.
Hey, listen, it can be done. Like, people are like, hey, listen, he's too big. He's too strong. There's no way that Patrick is going to, there's no way that Jake is going to go the distance. There's no way.
Versus AJ.
There's no way. He's too big and too strong. He's like too many feet taller. When did you guys last see a big, strong, muscular guy go the distance with someone smaller than him?
So you got Jake.
I believe Jake can do it. Just based off that logic.
Hey.
Listen, I saw that flashback. And listen, I saw that flashback when I saw Jake and Joshua facing off. I did. I really did. And I was like, bro, I believe Jake can do it, bro. Because I've been there. Pepper Poppy wasn't a champion athlete, right? But neither am I. I fought Trey and Waffle. It's not really the best repertoire, you know what I mean, comparison to them. I mean, physically, I love Waffle and I love Trey, kind of. But, like, Pepper is, like, he used to be 310 pounds. There's a picture of him sitting next to Ronnie Coleman. And his bicep is 2 times the size of my fucking arm. And you're telling me he's going to carry all that strength down there. I was fucked right when the fight got signed. And he knew it.
So you got Jake Paul stoppage then?
I don't have a stoppage. I have Jake Paul
decision.
going the distance.
Wow. Okay.
Whether he wins or loses, Jake Paul going the distance is a win.
I think
That's
if he
a win.
goes to decision, even if he gets outboxed for 8 rounds straight, that's still a win. I do think that. That's awesome, man. That fight's crazy. Recon, do you got any other questions for my brother Pat here?
Yeah, I do want to go back a little bit into what you said, Pat. Maybe your next breakout fight could be your potential last fight in breakout. Now, let's say it is, right, and you go into brand risk or you go into misfits. Would you possibly fight back again on breakout? As something that you created, even though you're already in those big promotions, would you still go back and fight in breakout?
Of course I would. Absolutely. It just depends on what the fight is.
Yeah. Would you come back for that Augustin fight?
Yeah, absolutely. There's Braveheart, Augustin, a couple people. Yeah, it just depends on what the fight is.
Would you fight the winner of Augustin and Vatfai, even if it was Vatfai?
If it's Vatfai, no. Augustin potentially.
Wow. It's awesome, man. Just sitting here being able to talk to you, learning more about your story, about not even just you as an SCB fighter, but you as a person, hearing about your halo and all that stuff. I just like hearing you more as a person, and I can't wait to see you again and break out away, watch you fight live against whichever big name it is, which I'm excited to hear. Thank you for coming on here, man. I knew once we got
Thank you so
COO,
much.
we had to get the CEO on, man. And I wish you luck on not only just your fight on Breakout, but just in general. You're one of the nicest guys in the scene, and
100%.
And I'm hyped to see you keep moving, man. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much, guys. I actually have to run. I have a breakout meeting right now that I'm a little late to right now. But
good,
listen, you guys are fucking awesome. I'll see you guys on the next fucking episode. If you guys want me back on, let me know. And I'll see you guys at the events. Recon, I might see you sooner than later. And I think you know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.
All love, brother.
Yo, peace, Pat.